they reach a depth of 80 meters. This is the spot where Tierney thinks they're most likely to see sunfish.
Molar, deep, coming right in.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Molar, guys, right in front of us.
82 meters, 82 meters.
Oh my gosh, it's massive.
Just an hour into their dive, and the team has found a sunfish. They've never observed one this deep before.
It's really elegant despite the fact that it just looks like a big dinner plate with two fins on either side.
Sunfish can grow to be over 3 meters long and weigh 2.5 tons. It's the world's largest bony fish. As it grows, it gains an incredible 1 kilogram per day. Its main food is jellyfish, so Tierney thinks sunfish might be venturing down here to feed on them. But today, they're after something else.
Oh, and it's getting cleaned. It's getting cleaned.
Right in front of us.
Sunfish skin carries as many as 40 different parasites. The tiny organisms are removed by cleaner fish. Without this cleaning service, sunfish would become infested with parasites, compromising their health. This is the first time that such behavior has been seen at depth in Galapagos.
Like it's sort of in another world right now. It doesn't seem like it's very aware of what's going on around it.
By taking that unusual attitude, it's saying to everybody who could potentially clean it, I'm ready for my spa treatment. Come in and exfoliate me. I'm not going to eat you. I'm at peace, and come do your thing. For me, they underscore how everybody plays a role. Everyone is what makes this system tick.
Winds and currents sweep up the chaos of the storm into long lines of debris. Not just flotsam, everything is gathered up, including turtles. This is a green turtle. The loggerhead will encounter many of them on her journey. They all go along the lines of debris and edges of currents. They're busy highways. Here in the doldrums, famous for its becalmed sailors, the ocean sweepings stretch visibly for hundreds of miles. Nutrients churned up by the storm feed clouds of microscopic plants, phytoplankton, minuscule green worlds. A teaspoon of ocean contains thousands of eggs and larvae, like seeds waiting for spring. Tiny animals magically appear: jellies, mysids, krill. Clouds of plankton make up, worldwide, half of life on Earth. It feeds the ocean. Fish appear as if from nowhere. The schools gather around anything for protection. Even this disconcerted turtle. The only other place for fish to hide is behind each other. Looking for them are the most intelligent predators in the ocean. These are spinners in 100-strong superpods calling to each other, coordinating the hunt. And spinning. Are they getting their bearings, communicating, shedding parasites? Or is it just exuberance? We don't know.
It may not look like it, but this is a coral. Scientists believe its glowing is an equivalent of sunscreen. Corals have algae living in their cells. As these photosynthesize, they produce food for the coral. But too much ultraviolet light can damage them, so the corals protect themselves. A special protein absorbs the ultraviolet light and re-emits light of another color. By day, the sun is too bright for this to be visible. But shining blue light on the corals at night shows their fluorescent response. It's a much-needed defense mechanism when there is no escape from the midsummer sun.
A tiny island lost in the midst of the Pacific. It's the tip of a huge mountain that rises precipitously from the seafloor thousands of meters below. The nearest land is 300 miles away. Isolated sea mounts, like this one, create oases where life can flourish in the comparatively empty expanses of the open ocean. But all the creatures that swim beside it would not be here were it not for one key factor: the deep ocean currents. Far below the surface, they collide with the island's flanks and are deflected upwards, bringing with them from the depths a rich soup of nutrients. Such upwellings attract great concentrations of life. Most of the fish here are permanent residents, feeding on the plankton, the tiny floating plants and animals that are nourished by the richness brought up from the depths. And they, in turn, attract visitors from the open ocean. Tuna. Plankton feeders are easy targets. All this action attracts even larger predators. Sharks. Hundreds of sharks. These silky sharks are normally ocean-going species, but the seamounts in the eastern Pacific, like Cocos, Malpelo, and the Galapagos, attract silkies in huge groups up to 500 strong. Silkies seem to specialize in taking injured fish and constantly circle seamounts on the lookout for the chance to do so. But silkies are not the only visitors. Hammerheads gather in some of the largest shark shoals to be found anywhere in the ocean. Sometimes thousands will circle over a single seamount. But these sharks are not here for food. They have come for another reason. Some of the locals provide a cleaning service. Following the last El Niño year, when a rise in water temperatures caused many sharks to suffer from fungal infections, the number of hammerheads visiting the seamounts reached record levels.